Right, let's start with stating some facts. This, so far, yes, a bit of my ascension, but more so the descension of the mortals out of my life. Um, Mortals, for me, meaning that um, beings that fail to respect other human beings' sovereignty and cosmic energetic laws. Um, yeah, so this was your descension, and now the real ascension for me starts. I feel really excited because, um, well, I'm just so excited. It's like my real life starts just now. I mean, it started recently. um, okay, a few more words to the mortals. Um, how much disrespect and despise you need to feel towards yourselves that you manipulate someone's like manipulate what someone eats, like scripting and betting on it. Uh, well, most of the time I have a plan, and when I enjoyed all those food on Saturday night, I had a plan. Yeah, and um, just I guess you maybe you just don't have any lucidity to have a look at yourselves. I don't know. And let me tell you, if you have awakened recently or like got um, into this energy work stuff, and then dare to send me a spell work, let me tell you, this was it. Your ascension is no more. Okay. And when it comes to marijuana, I let me teach you to the mortals, and then with share this with lovely normal human beings. That when I smoke weed, or should I say engage with cannabis plant, it increases whatever I'm feeling inside. So if I'm nervous, I get more nervous. But if you watch, try to observe yourself, and then regulate the reaction your body gives to your thoughts, then it can be really healing. And as I said before, I've made my sacrifice uh, to get it back one day. I had to say goodbye to marijuana for a while. And now I am giving it more respect also when I consume. And yes, after a while it may make you sleepy, and in those moments, if you manage to get active, that effect goes away over time. But usually it just brings whatever I may need at that moment. Sometimes that can be bad trips, but that was like a combination of these energetic attacks that I wasn't aware. What else? Yesterday night I was about to sleep, and then I started talking, and all these things were rushing. It kept me awake for hours, but yeah, I was carrying this uh, anger. Then when I was listening Solara on Solara Speaks, um, I checked, and I asked to myself, is this the vibration I want to share with with our beautiful new Earth? And then I started feeling joy. The anger is gone, but the fact that I am healing and feeling really good doesn't mean that there are it doesn't mean that it's okay what has happened. Doesn't make all the corruption okay. um, those things will be properly addressed, and um, maybe a few thoughts about forgiveness. When I had my first conscious interaction with an so-called energy vampire, um, I okay, I firstly, when someone starts getting your life force from your fields, first you relax a little bit because all the stuck energy starts going away. And then you get a little bit of chilling and sleepy. And if it continues more, your focus span really decreases, and it becomes harder to follow your thoughts. So after that experience, first I thought I should forgive, and like, oh, and another sign of energy vampires is that if maybe you didn't have such a draining experience, those people like popping out in your mind later. That happens when they pull your try to pull your energy, like this stupid psychologist. So psychologist. All right, yeah, I tried to. Yeah, I think I at that moment. I mean, following days, I for. But I got so. Okay. Okay. After that, or a little bit before that, I had noticed that person I was interacting. This is not the oppressor. This is someone else that I was interacting with. Was an energy vampire. So then I saw this term, but I was really scared and afraid. So I googled, and then I saw their handbook or something, or I don't know. They have a stupid book, and it says once an energy vampire connects to your field, there is this energetic bond, and there is no way you can break that bond. Blah blah. And then, since I was at that fearful state, when I checked YouTube, I found only very limited videos, and then they were about like how dangerous those can be, blah blah. So sometimes what you find online depends on your, not sometimes, depends on your vibration too. Later, when I did the same search, I found a bunch of videos, but the first moment it was only the intimidating ones. Anyways, then I figured this boy is a mortal, fucking mortal. And then I decided to meet again, and saying that yeah, I had this plan. But anyways, then it's that energetic experience happened, and then I could watch what happens. And then, yeah, forgiveness part. Uh, First, I got more scared. Um, uh, it was like, because I was confused and I didn't understand exactly what was happening in my mind with all the floating thoughts. Um, so I was angry too, and I wrote everything I wanted to say to that person, and then burnt the paper away. And then it was popping up. He was popping up in my mind, but then mm, I don't know. Somehow I thought I forgave, but then I understand that for only forgiveness. I mean, this is for me. Uh, Always. Okay, that's another topic. What was I saying? Come back, come back. Oh, only forgiveness. I uh, feel like I should give is to myself, and there are cases that sometimes forgiving someone is like betraying to yourself. So I, at some point, maybe it was after, possibly after this fake spiritual marriage night. Um, no, I think as long as you don't have an emotional attachment to the beings or to the events, so it's just a memory, but you don't have any emotional attachment, then that's okay. Then forgiveness is absolutely not necessary. And as I said, sometimes I think you shouldn't even forgive. um, so there was this because I'm saying this because in the beginning, if after my first Dark Night of the Soul, I was pushing myself to forgive people. I thought this is what I should do to heal, but now these things go like circular. You forgive a little, you heal a little, you forgive more if you feel it, but don't force yourself to forgive. Only forgive yourself that in those moments you couldn't do any better or didn't know any better. Okay, that's the forgiveness thing. And the okay, so it is totally okay. This elite guy in the student association. uh, I have so weird karma from there. Like, I found two karmic experiences. One was that I have noticed that guy was just a show off, and then later I found out sometimes these vampires, I will just call them simply thieves, because it's the most basic form of thievery. It's like everything is energy, right? We all say that. So it's I instead of stealing some material, you just steal energy. Then they use it either to send spells, energy work back to you, or manifest things. So it's just thievery. So these thieves, okay, this elite thief, it was just a show off. And then I noticed, and then I had this conversation with him that have you done any shadow work, done any ego training? And then he gave me this example. He asked someone to turn on the lights, and then he was like, oh, everywhere is light, there's light, so there's no shadow. Well, but the shadow was right under his feet, like a shadow was right under his feet. And karmic part was that maybe my, I don't know, maybe that's not so much of a karmic experience. But yeah, I was just blinded to the darkness around me when I was in the Netherlands. But the other karmic experience thing is that, okay, this there was another girl, was like she was very impressed with his fake shine. Then I got like, oh my god, how can she, like, he's so fake. And but later in that spiritual marriage night, that person who introduced himself as a medium something was so fucking fake, and I just didn't see. So okay, later I was like, oh. Because how can I expect, how I mean, my anger was more towards the thief, but I had some I guess I judged, but it was only like, it was so normal for her not to see that he was fake, because I had, if I didn't have those experiences, I wouldn't understand either. But then Spirit gave me the nicest message after I confirmed with him. They said, "Angel bombards." I love that message. This angel loves bombarding, though. All right. Yeah, it is totally possible ascending with YouTube. I mean, raising your vibration, educating yourself, it's totally possible with YouTube. But as a general rule of thumb, what I did was like listening these advices and studying when I want and need to study, but always at the end have my own approach. So whomever you listen, get inspired and then modify it for yourselves. But it's totally possible. It's amazing. It's shitty that they do this shadow ban and stuff, but surely such issues will be resolved. And I'm like, do I need to keep this video running? But yeah, I look at myself. So that's good. And yeah, few words to Jordan Peterson. I met you with one of the shorts that you were explaining the parts of our brains that gets activated when we are swearing is the same part of an animal brain that gets activated in the presence of a predator. Then I was like, oh yes, if anyone says anything about all the swearing in the emails in the court or something, this is my explanation. And then recently I started listening more of your speeches. Well, thank you for seeing the divinity and God in me, and I salute the God in you, and thank you so much for that, for the expression. And if anything, whomever got your license away, they just made themselves like disqualified. They just removed their own. Okay, wrote that. Oh. Yeah, those institutions just lost their qualification by removing yours. It's just, I think everyone is aware what's happening. Like about what happens when someone starts speaking the truth, because like either it's a resistance to change, or it doesn't align with their beneficiary goals, and whatever, it's all changing. I'm so excited. What else? Oh, I had two consciously I think I made two decisions that would seemingly lower my vibration for a while, but I did those on purpose because I found it necessary. When I came back here, yes, I was feeling high, good, but also it was a bit jittery. I was like, am I saying too much? Am I not saying enough? I don't care. I'll just. So that was a good slowing down, and now calmly rising. So don't go like, she's. we made her eat. Bitches, I can eat a kilogram of fries like you have tried to suggest to me last night, and I would still ascend, okay? When I ate those things, I enjoyed it, and it was part of my plan. It's my way of quitting things. Oh, also, trying to slow me down, or anyone that is aligned, divinely aligned down, is like trying to slowing God down, or it's just, I told you many times, it's it's evolution. It's just like God's doing. What are you doing? Which intelligence are you in a competition with? And after this thing, if there will be less. Oh, this is sticky. Don't make sticky. Yeah, I said, right? You are simply royally and spiritually fucked. Maybe the title of your lessons should be, or like in one simple sentence, it can be. Maybe you understand it when I say it directly. One One's success should never depend other one's failure. It's that simple. And I uh, I guess it was another thing that people, mortals, perceiving my being from their own limited perceptions. Uh, alright, do whatever. But there's no place of um, of the stupid theory, corruption, and it's just it's never is not a place for that anymore. No, it's just theory cannot will not exist anymore, and you can go fuck yourselves to another version of Earth or something. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know that you have already accumulated so much karma. You should stop, but if you don't, would be I would be so like gladly continue and watch. mm. Yeah, this is a fucking mind virus or whatever. When I had this corona like flu, that was some challenge. But then it's always nice to start from whatever is like start from a firm new foundation. uh, so it went well. It went all okay, I guess, for me. And thanks again, Solar. it, it's that guidance really like it was a big shift for me. It's like it really woke me up. Thank you. Thank you.